Welcome back, you beautiful people, to the Sturgian Companion Mercenaries. And I need to apologise about the audio on the last video. I'm not quite sure what happened, but what it looks like is the wrong audio device picked up on the audio and I wasn't able to split it away from my recording software. So yeah, actually that being said, there's only 109 here, which isn't going to be much of a scrap. So let's just send troops and then we're going to yeet into that big battle over there. Lost 2 off this. And what 2 is this going to be? Highborn youth and a crossbowman. Yeah, not all that fancy. You're my prisoner now. We'll take your head in a second. Leave their prisoners alone. We don't really need them. Get A1 leveled up that we can, because with one of the perks that we picked up, anything that we leave behind, other than the weapons, because we need those to be smelted, we can turn that into XP for our troops, which means now if we go back into the party, everyone is pretty much ready to level up again, which is awesome. Sturgian Heavy Spearman over the Axeman. That's not bad. And just from that, we've got a whole bunch more troops. Well, leveled up troops. And alas, a little bit too late to actually be able to help our comrades. Annoying. Right, I do have one more companion to change across. Lazarus escaped the party. We literally had him for like 2 seconds. Annoying. I don't get it. It's like, what do we do? Do we just leave like the cages open, or is no one watching them and then they just like walk out? Okay, Ragnar V Nord, you need your name changed, and your name now is Ben. Awesome. I would try to spell Benjamin, but I'd definitely mess it up like I have in like all of the other videos. And 125 right here. 126. We can intercept that. That's close enough. Who are you? I'm Yuri Ironside. I'm prepared to die. And we'll fight this one. We need a whole bunch more experience on our companions. Now, doing auto resolves doesn't give them that much, whereas actually letting them go in and fight produces a crazy amount, because that means they can actually get their proficiencies up. Well, skill levels in say like one-handed, two-handed and athletics. And they don't get a massive amount from the old auto resolves. Unfortunate. It'd be cool if it did, but then again, we'd just be leveling up crazy quickly. Now, we did get a perk that allows us to share companions' experience. So what I'm hoping is that should start getting our guys pretty dangerous. Not worried about them there. Let's go after the horse. Okay, 32 on that. That's not really enough. And it looks like that there is a banner knight, which would have been a nice little thing to get. Okay, yeah, one banner knight down. I take it we must have chopped his leg off because we were aiming super low. Okay, gallant. Probably not the place we want to be. Right, Knight Valiant down. That's good. Might have just nuked out his horse. Not a massive fan of killing horses. I feel it's a bit unfair, but unfortunately can't always get the hits off we need. And where is the rest of our infantry? They should be in by now, I think. I know, slowly coming in formation. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, if they stay in formation, they become super dangerous. Archers on the hill here. Going to be super close to the front line, but that doesn't really matter because our infantry is going to drive them back anyway. And you don't have a shield, so you're dead. Okay, dead there. And I think, because for some reason right now I'm incapable of riding the horse and hitting people, bail off Kamzen. I don't know how we got that horse either, but that horse is like ridiculous. I think 65 movement, 65 speed and 65 maneuverability, which is just insane. That's such a good horse, and has like crazy high hit points as well. So unless we got it when we killed a lord, so maybe if you kill like the king of a realm, like you get like one bit of fancy equipment, might be it, but not too sure. If you know, let me know. And all being said, I think that is this battle here, and old Brucey got another kill. Happy days. And that was the battle over. It was just chasing down their horses running away, but one of the Sturgian champions leveled up. Okay, so we could give him point in riding or athletics, but I think we mix it up this time. And truthfully, I think we just go into medic again. Reason for the medic is it can give some extra hit points, and if they get the right perks, they automatically get 30% of their hit points back, which means that, say after a battle, we will at least have a couple companions if we run into like a difficult situation, which for us obviously is going to be a super good thing. Stop, I yield. You're my prisoner now. And as for the actual prisoners from them, bunch of horse isn't going to be bad. That'll sell for a decent amount. And then we need all of their equipment, and then the rest goes to the troops, so the troops level up. We are fine with that. Now, as we learnt from last time, you can't leave a lord alone for like more than 2 seconds. So you have to die. We arrived just a little bit too late. Didn't even realise the Sturgians were down here. And then I saw the army stop moving, so I was like, okay, there's going to be a scrap, let's go in, let's see if we can do something. And yeah, looks like we are too late. And that's going to be, what, 4 lords? This one looks like it's going to be able to get away, thankfully. Now, something we missed, and I'm not sure when it happened, but it did happen, is Sargot got taken by Renavad's army. Which means that we're able to start pushing actually quite deep into Valandian territory, which means that a lot of their lords are going to be out of position. So if we can play our cards right and move quickly enough, we should be able to start taking a few castles. And they're also at war with the Western Empire, which means that, yet again, more distractions, so more chances for us to actually be able to, well, take a couple castles, have some sieges, and ideally anchor in and have a proper decent scrap. Now, out of all the castles we've gone into, no one has been interested in coming to siege them, which is a bit of a shame. And looks like one more recruit, which is Willowbark. Alright, let's right to business. Could use someone like you in my party. Don't know what you're going to be good at, but hopefully something decent. And let's have a little ganders and see what the Valandian kit's going to be like. Because, well, in Warband, this would have been like the Radok and Swadians, I believe. It's definitely not the Radok. Rodak. Yeah, it would have been the Rodak and the Swadian territory. And this mod adds some of that stuff in. So, Peak Trooper Helmet. That looks kind of cool. So, it looks like a kettle helm with like a faceplate put in. Don't mind that at all. Could get one of those. That's quite interesting, actually. Western shoulder pads. Yeah, interesting stuff. Hero Knight Scale. Templar Tunic. 34, 10, 12. Still not amazing, but definitely better than some of the stuff that we've got. I think we picked one of these up at some other point. Is this it? No, this is White Tabard. Yeah, we'll get the Tunic, just because that's going to offer some sort of protection. Not a massive fan of this Hero Knight Scale plate. Gives you 50 body armor, right? Which is less than we've got on the hollow plate. And nothing to arms or legs. And the plate stuff takes the colour of whatever the banner you're under is. So imagine this is probably pretty disco-y. Yeah. Yeah, no, that doesn't quite look right. So let's sell that. We'll just keep with the Templar kit. And hopefully, soon, maybe we find a decent scrap. If we can get in before the 97, we might be able to take that army. So now that's 243. And someone tells me 33 cavalry and a whole lot of infantry. We should be able to take that. And the other army didn't get in. Now if that other army piles in straight behind us, we might be in trouble. Okay, we don't really care who you are. We just want your head. And we're at war. Don't care. Yield or fight. If these had come in. Actually, that being said, let's have a little ganders quick. 40 Valadian footmen. Yeah, not too interested. These guys, Valadian spearmen, Levy crossbowmen, footmen. They got a lot of low level troops. A few high level troops as well, high tier. But I reckon we got this. Going to be an interesting fight. So their horses are all going to be split up as it comes in. Now we've got obviously got our horse, which is fairly decent, we will say. But it's not going to be able to do a mass amount in this. And their horse, obviously, through the trees and everything, is going to get broken up like crazy. And it looks like they are playing fairly defensive, which makes sense.
Everyone, give 'em hell!
I reckon we go in. Hope the infantry holds the line, keeps their shields up, and can actually get in close. So maybe just before, like, crossbows come into effective range, we chuck them into a shield wall. But then, that being said, this is such a hilly environment anyway. There's a fair old chance that they might not actually have a proper field of fire on us. Yeah, I think we should be fine. Yeah, just charge in. 390 damage. But he's only knocked out though. It's like, nah. I swear if you do like 3 times more damage than someone else, there should be like a 0 chance of getting knocked out. And I'm wondering if it is worth actually dismounting. Oh, no, we don't drop the axe. That axe is going to be quite important for what I've planned. And what I've planned is hitting things with it. Can't really hit stuff with it if it's on the ground. Our infantry's up there. We've also got some cleave. That means we can potentially take multiple people at the same time, which just makes us utterly devastating. And yeah, their lines have broke. We're just going to go in pretty much full. And they're not. They're going to be all over the place. Also, the infantry's getting in the way of the crossbowmen, so they're not firing properly. Our horse has done the job that it needed to do. I think if I get a spare second to actually pull back and not be everyone trying to kill me, you guys stay on the hill and shoot in. Yeah, look at those kills coming in. Slowly but surely, the companions are becoming what we needed them to be. And what we need them to be? Devastating. Did you see that? Just an insane amount of arrows. That was brutal. That was a crazy amount of arrows just come piling in. Enjoy it though. Very satisfying. They lasted a bit longer than I thought, but then a lot of it was actually hitting their shields. Knight Gallant down. And the battle once again is ours. And we done it. Not surprising. We kind of had them routed right at the start. 17 knocked out. Most kills. It seems that most people got about the same amount. It's like 3 or 4 on a lot of people. No one really done anything crazy. I'll call that a nice little win. Not very brave of him. I give up. I give up. Call back your dogs. Just like, my prisoner. I'm at your mercy. No, you're not. You're dead. Levels up. Whole bunch more spearmen, methinks. They're pretty decent. This looks like it's good. 1 more head. And then 2 more head. Took all the weapons. Leave the loot for the troops. Which then means we should have a whole bunch more level up again. And very quickly with this, we are going to be nearly unstoppable. That did not take long at all. Sargot is already rebelling against the Sturgians, and it is under siege by the Valandians. Now, hopefully, we can get in. 205, we can take that castle. If the Valandians are down here, and depending on how many, we might be able to lift the siege. But against 631, I do not like those odds. However, the odds I do like is our chances against this castle here. Cheeky little besiege. And 164 Valandian army there. And then a whole bunch of them coming in. Do you know what? From what we've seen, I think that we can take... We can't take that many. We can take a lot. We might be even able to do like outnumbered like 3 to 1. Those are odds that we might be able to do. But not 4. Definitely not 4 to 1 or 5 to 1. Now, I'll try and form an army, which obviously we do not want to happen, so let's go in and engage. Trying to run away from me, trying to get back into their castle. And it is their new king. Wonder how many times they can replace him. Given the map again, I think it is just a matter of charging in. Would like a little bit more of a strategic battle, but trees are going to mess up horses and crossbows. Then the terrain's not exactly great, so we can't have like an open field battle unless we anchored in here. But then that might actually be slightly problematic because, well, you don't mess with Valadian crossbowmen. Oh, they've chosen a nice place to hold. But cavalry standing still is sitting dark. I say that, but I'm not actually getting many hits off and getting pretty pinned in. But I think we've done a decent damage. Decent alpha strike against their horse. Not too many of them will be left. We've got like 6 or so. Really happy with that new armor. We'd have been dead long ago from that. Now our archers will go across there, then they're going to be able to shoot down. Infantry's a bit of a way away, unfortunately, but soon they'll be in, and then it's just going to be crashing into their ranks. But their horses still stood there. That's 2 more, and that was a... Oh no, it was a Valadian champion. I thought it was a Banner Knight. I was going to be like, yeah, that's not something that you want to be losing. And then once their throwing gets better and these can start landing in the actual like ranks of troops, I've got a feeling those fire pots are going to be super good. And got lucky against that horse. That could have utterly like ruined us. And that being said, let's go move old Camsen over here. Because the horse is getting pretty beaten up and I don't know if this one can die. And I've never seen it before. So obviously don't want to go and lose it. That would be a bit of a shame. Archers in position and already racking up the kills. Brutal. So brutal. I'm not sure what you guys think is going to happen. That took me out, so I'm not sure what I thought was going to happen. But yeah, you can't break formation and run into archers. But that being said, what are our archers doing? No, they're still stood where they're meant to be. And hugging against this rock face does kind of dead screen them against the archers, so they're not going to be as effective. But still doing some serious work, and then moving into the heavy infantry. Well, you're not going to win against them, pretty simply. And left-hand side of the screen is like my favourite bit. Is just watching all their stats go up like crazy. And it's just like, I know after every time that happens, the companions are getting better and better and better. And what we got left for them? What, they're crossbowmen? But, yeah, against that amount of arrows, they don't stand any chance at all. Another victory. Victory it was, and 2 Britannian champions. Awesome. My prisoner and the king as well. Happy with that. We'll take their horse and then we'll carry on. Callister's castle seems pretty undefended. Now it is nearly 300 odd troops in there, which isn't a small amount, and haven't got a massive amount in the way of like decent range stuff. They've got like 100 militia archers, which are going to obviously be somewhat annoying, but they have a whole bunch of heavy horse. Now heavy horse is obviously semi-problematic, but when they're on the ground, not nearly as scary. Now they do have a whole bunch of Mangladels coming in, which for us, we don't like that. Mangladels are particularly good at taking out battering rams, but if we can get up the tower before that point, then we should be alright. Now, can we take that in a open battle? So we're looking at like 350, probably more. Let's carry on to the siege. Right, now now we can't take that with their army coming in. Does that mean that they stopped? Oh right, we're down in Auxhall, so that's why they came after us. Okay, once we're regrouped, we're going to be faster than them. And we're just going to loop around and go down to Orcs Hall then. Joining the siege a little bit late, it looks like. But still going to be able to get in. Cool. Didn't get the trebuchets up. But I think it's because the other forces were coming in. They just started to pile in. I didn't quite see what they had. I think there was a battering ram. And maybe a siege tower. But we'll know when we spawn in. One siege tower and a battering ram. That's good. Right, so at least we have multiple entryways, and the siege towers are on the right side, which means we need to get up the left side if we want to get hold of the ladders. Run the horse into the wall, standard. And crossbowmen can still stagger us, it turns out. Okay, we're not getting up there anytime soon. Shield up. And how far away are our troops? A ways away, unfortunately.
Footmen!
Okay, let's get our footmen onto the ladder. Infantry can do what they want. We just don't want our guys trapped out there because Mangladel's super dangerous. Really ridiculously dangerous. Okay, and this is our champion horseman, who also happen to be particularly good in close combat even when they're not on horses. Anything pokes its head around the corner is just going to get shot. Fine, and over the walls we go. Okay, did we get anything? No. Okay, behind. What we need to do is just get them away from the ladder so more troops can come up, and then they're surrounded. And talking about surrounded, that's us. We're surrounded, right. Let's carry on up here. We didn't really get much luck down there, but we hopefully created a breach. And let's try to take this Mangladel out before it can take out the old siege engines of ours. Because we're not... I imagine we're probably going to get driven back off this wall soon, so... one less battering ram makes a bit of a difference to us attacking. And one less Mangladel is going to make getting the battering ram in a lot easier. If any of that makes sense. Come on. Die. I definitely thought we would have had that crossbowman. But he managed to survive that hit to the head, which is pretty brutal. Ah, cool. That one looks like... no, it's manned again now. So if we head back across soon... didn't really get anyone. Okay. Just watching Mangladel's fire. It's just like, you see it go, and then there's normally like a whole bunch of red comes up. Come back. Stop running away. Actually, we're pretty low on health. So if we can just get this out, I'd call that successful for us. Awesome. I wish there's an easy way to take them out. Same way like with the walls, if you take them from the inside, what you should be able to do is just like, say, once you get through, you can open the inner gate, and then the outer gate, like you can open as well. But what you should be able to do, right, is just like smash up that plank of wood that keeps it shut. And I think that'd be like super good. So that'd be like, lead like a really advanced team, sneak in, smash that bit of wood so then the gatehouse opens, so if the battering ram goes down you can still get through the front. I think that'd be pretty cool. And same as those, you should only have to hit them like a couple times. Now I understand it's probably like a limit of the game engine, but you should only have to like cut the rope, or if you go up like you press F or something and then it says like disable siege engine, because otherwise you just spend ages just hitting it. How did that not hit? Or that one apparently. Okay, we are pretty much dead, but our guys are in. That's cool. And all we need to do is get to the other side. Oh, where there's already troops. Nice. Well, this siege definitely went a bit better than the others. Stop any reinforcements coming in. And let's clear the tower in case they're shooting down at us. No, tower's already cleared. Did I see someone running this way? Yep. And it was the final kill. Nice. So we just took the castle, and everything combined was 69 knocked out, noise, and then 13 dead. 28 of ours got knocked out. Well, I will count that as very, very successful. No one leveled up, unfortunately. Bit of a shame. Would have liked a few more companions. But pretty good nonetheless. And it appears we might actually be cut off once again. So the Botanians, for whatever reason, have decided that now is a good time to fight Sturgia. I mean, what they got? Like 1 city, 1 castle, 2 city. Yeah, they've got 2 towns and like 1 castle left. If I was them, I'd be more interested in regrouping and rebuilding. But that's fine. I don't think we're too far away from getting in beef with... Which empire is this one? The Western Empire, because we now have a whole bunch of borders with them. They would be quite fun to fight. I don't think they've taken much of a kicking so far. Yeah, they're doing actually really well for themselves. So fair chance they're going to be very, very powerful. Obviously for us, that is going to be quite good. Wasn't expecting this. So we literally left Auxhall, got a few more troops, not many at all, and just went straight off to Prevent, which obviously for us is going to be insane, because that's a second siege and then a second town this episode that we would have taken, which is obviously very, very good. To the walls we go, I believe, is the standard strategy. This time around, we got no troops under our control. Yeah, isn't any troops under your control, which is always a little bit annoying. Just be like, well, I did bring like 200 of the best troops out of here, and they'll be like, yeah, but we're commanding them. We'll do the siege without me then next time. Should have control of your troops in the siege. I don't really mind too much in like the big battles at times, because, well, it doesn't make a massive difference a lot of the time. Whereas on a siege where they're smaller forces, if you see like an opening, you like, you have the ability to go through it. Okay, well, that just happened. I got a feeling that we're probably going to have to try and survive this one. Just because if that glitched through like that, there's probably going to be someone in a place that they're not meant to be. And, well, we are going to have to go and get them, because then the computer won't be able to pathfind to them. And just recording cut out once again. Love it when that happens. Okay, we were stuck there for a second, but now we're free. I think we actually stay around here, because we can just ambush everyone. So many kills. Like 3 kills as well, which we are happy with. But then it almost looks like there's going to be an inner defensive setup as well, which could be quite fun. Okay, we're inside. Time for one-handed axe. Alright. Swinging a little bit quicker now with the old one-handed, which is good. Two-handed is coming along very nicely. But then that's kind of the joke, is once you get past like a certain level, you just attack so quick that you just scale up super fast as well, because you're getting all the extra attacks off. Then soon we're going to have to start messing around with pole arms, because leveling up your pole arm with the, it's like a little like mallet that you make. It attacks like crazy quick, and well, pole arm skills just go up really fast for some reason. So I'm thinking we get that, and then we're going to be able to level that up super quick, and that also gives a bunch of perks to our infantry. And obviously the more perks you can give your infantry, the better, because, well, they're better. And maybe fighting them there is not the best idea. It just got slaughtered. Bad day to be him. Alright, well, we can't go this way. But at least there aren't archers shooting that way. Well, shooting down on us. That's cool. I think this is wall we came in on. No. Maybe, yeah. And then we obviously just fell through the floor into this bit. Okay. Cool, getting a better idea of the layout now. And did you guys actually manage to take the guy on the tower? Because that's something I noticed quite a lot, is they just leave the guys on the towers alive. Especially when they're using siege engines. Right. Looks like that's all good. So I think it is then time for you guys to get out of my way. Oh, yeah, mate. Cheers. To try and join the ground battle. So we want to level up. And hopefully some of our companions go in as well. And then they start leveling up. And Should be good. Okay, we can't go that way. Can we go up and then through? Is that an option? No, that takes us up to the roof. Okay, so I take it we've got to go round. A very interesting castle. Unless we could have gone down, I guess that's probably an option. Yeah, let's try that. Let's go back onto the ground where we were before. Down we go. Alright, this is interesting. It's like... actually feels kind of like a town. Whereas the other ones are just kind of like, oh, there's a wall. Whereas this one, there's... a lot going on. They must have spent hours trying to get this one done. Very nice. I'm rating this. That is for sure. Bit confusing, but details. We are attacking it, so I don't think they want to make it easy. Have we found the gatehouse now? That's the next question. Yeah, there's the gatehouse. Oh, I thought his head chopped off. That would have been fun. Tidy. And I think with the siege of Pravend over and the defence of Oxhill about to begin, I think that is a good place to end the episode. So thank you very much for watching the Sturgian Mercenary Companions. I've been Conzi. All your likes, comments, sub-support have been amazing. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you on the next one.